Hi, I'm Hazel, and today I'm rounding up the biggest cool things coming to WoW in the upcoming patch 9.1. The patch is coming out pretty soon with a release date on June 28th for North America and 29th for EU with the weekly reset. The first thing that's on my mind is flying in the 4 major Shadowlands zones. So in patch 9.1, you'll unlock the ability to fly in Bastion, Maldraxxus, Ardenweald, and Revendreth. You will not be able to fly in the Maw, Korthia, or Oribos. The good news is that you won't have to pay anything for this, and it's quite early in the patch. When you reach Renown level 44 in the second week of patch, you'll unlock access to a short quest line that gives you the flying item at the end of it. Using that item is going to teach your character flying and all of your alts on your account until the end of time. It unlocks it for everybody forever, so that's going to be available second week of patch, and it's really going to breathe new life into the existing zones. I know I'm not the only one skipping over certain treasures and rares and areas because they're just kind of annoying to get to. I cannot wait to be able to fly. 9.1 is also bringing in a brand new 8-boss Mythic Megadungeon. If you've played through the likes of Operation Mechagon or the Legion version of Karazhan, you'll be familiar with the format. It's going to be harder than your average Mythic dungeons in 9.1, but it's going to offer better loot, and there's an optional hard mode available. So as is, without doing anything special, Tazavesh is going to drop item level 226 loot, and if you do it on hard mode, you're going to be getting 233 loot. The whole place has this zany, fun energy, cool environments, and these really unique boss fights. Tazavesh is only available on Mythic difficulty when it first releases, so you'll need to gather some friends to go tackle it. In a later future patch, they'll split it into 2 for the sake of Heroic and Mythic Plus, but that's a later thing. The next big feature is a brand new outdoor zone, Korthia, the City of Secrets. This is a new area being added onto the Maw, and it's going to include storylines, dailies, new reputations, treasures, upgradable catch-up gear. You'll get item level 200 pieces fairly often here, as well as being able to buy more of them for Stygia off of a vendor. So if your item level is not at that point just yet, then you'll be off to a fresh start in Korthia, and you can upgrade those pieces as well. This outdoor content is going to be a source of things like sockets and conduit upgrades, as well as collectibles galore. There's mounts out there, there's pets, there's toys, there's transmog, there's lots of stuff to get. Another thing patch 9.1 is bringing is a variety of quality of life updates. If we're looking specifically at the Maw, we're going to unlock the ability to ride any mount, not just the Maw mounts, as well as disable the Eye of the Jailer. Other smaller things are going to include the ability to downgrade the rank of a mythic keystone you have if you want at just an NPC in Oribos instead of having to start the thing and then run out again. Or you can pick up a fresh keystone in Oribos if you don't have one yet. Another one that I quite like is if you do not like your Great Vault loot, instead of just taking Stygia, you're going to get 3 tokens that you can trade for any combination of Stygia, Anima, or Soul Ash. Speaking of Soul Ash, you'll be able to transfer boxes of Soul Ash to your alts at a small loss if you like to help get them off the ground. And also, not really related to those things, but a quality of life update, they are removing the cap on the pet journal. You'll still be limited to 3 of a given specific pet. You can only have up to 3 copies, but you can have as many overall pets as you want. Next, 9.1 is bringing 40 new levels of Renown to earn and lots of rewards contained in there. So there's new quests, including the ones that give you flying. There's upgrades to things like Anima from Elite World quests, Anima from Oribos quests. You're going to get new Soulbind traits. You're going to upgrade existing Soulbind traits. There's mounts, there's armor sets, there's titles. And the Renown catch-up rate is also going to be improved. So if you're switching covenants or starting from scratch or just coming back, you're going to be able to zoom through the levels a lot faster with the existing catch-up system where you just sometimes get an extra renown from a calling or a dungeon or raid boss. Next, 9.1 is of course adding new campaign questing and story developments. It's unified between the covenants this time, so you won't need to play all 4 of them to find out what happens. There will be plenty of cutscenes and lore developments for people that are invested in the story of Shadowlands. Something that I'm quite looking forward to is all of the new collectibles that are going to be available. 9.1 has tons of mounts and pets and toys and transmog. Some of them are easy, some of them are more involved. Lots and lots of stuff to collect that you can expect with new content. The Covenant-themed stuff in particular is really cool. There's Covenant-themed flying mounts, so you've got the Aqualons and the Corpse Flies and the Wolf Worms. And the Gargoyles, of course. And then the extra Covenant transmog sets were fantastic. I'm really looking forward to collecting those. Speaking of a place to wear your shiny new outfit, there will be a new Mythic Plus season, of course, with a shiny new seasonal affix for plus 10 keys or higher called Tormented. You're going to defeat lieutenants to get anima powers to use in your 10 plus keys. Also, there's that new Mythic Plus score that's going to make it easier to see the dungeon experience of group leaders for groups that you're applying to, as well as applicants in LFG without having to necessarily use Raider.io. And then it also kind of gives you like a definitive in-game metric to work on and progress if you like that kind of thing. Speaking of seasons, of course, we can't forget the new PvP season. This time around, PvP gear is going to be scaling, so the new stuff that you're going to get will scale to a higher item level in PvP to help make that the best thing to wear. And then there is a whole host of PvP rebalancing. They've got PvP talent changes, they've got new PvP talents, and then new season rewards to work towards as always. So there will be a new Glad mount and Vicious mount and Elite set and, you know, weapon illusion, all that good stuff. Next, one of the most dramatic changes to an existing system, there are major updates to Torghast. Not only are we getting new powers and new enemies and new floors and new things to collect, they're also adding a new score system to replace the death counter, so the Terragru is not coming after you anymore. Instead, thorough runs that optimize the use of their empowered bar are going to get a higher score that helps unlock extra levels as well as extra Torghast research. And you can use that research in this new meta progression tree, so the more Torghast you do, the easier it's going to get overall over time. The research tree's got lots of good stuff in it, like unlocking blessings to have for your Torghast runs. There's a talent in here that makes it so you don't have to loot enemies in Torghast unless they were elites. Lots to look forward to as you're progressing and leveling up your legendaries. Also, legendaries are going to be easy to make more of and to make on your alts because Soul Ash is going to be coming hard and fast, as well as being transferable to alts like we've mentioned. So lots of good reasons to get back in there and check it out. I am pretty excited for these changes, to be honest. I've played through at least one wing on PTR, and I'm looking forward to kind of getting the hang of maximizing the scores, unlocking bonus levels, and collecting extra stuff. Because while I liked original Torghast, I had actually quite a bit of fun as a Holy Priest. I ran out of reasons to do it, and there kind of felt like there was nowhere else to go. So they've really expanded on the system in this update. Last, of course, we cannot forget that 9.1 is bringing a brand new raid. We're going to be able to enter the Sanctum of Domination. This is a 10 boss raid, and they are 10 cool bosses. There are some wild fights in here. It means there's going to be a new world first race to follow and a brand new era of memories with your fellow raiders. You're also going to get, of course, new gear. There's a legendary bow off of Sylvanas for people that like bows and cool, unique, interesting things. You've also got the whole Shard of Domination socket system. There are special sockets on the raid gear. There are special gems that drop in the raid. You'll like collect some of the same type to unlock extra bonuses and you can level them up. It'll help keep your raid gear drops important and impactful in your raid while also giving you fun bonuses to play with. And that's 9.1. If you've made it this far, I've got all kinds of videos that you might like to check out. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.